Hello, in the video coming up, I'm going to show you a new game that I bought on Nvidia GeForce Now, just to show you that there's so many games you can play on your Chromebook or your Chromebox. I'm playing this on my Chromebook and I'm on Wi-Fi, so the Wi-Fi router's in the next room. So it's also just to see how we get on without me playing this on my Chromebox where I use an Ethernet port. So all of that's going to come up in the video coming up. Yeah, so it's an okay game. I played it once and took a while to get used to it. There's still a lot to get working on there because it is a work in progress type game. There's some games you can buy on Steam which are not out completely yet. So yeah, I think they call it early access. You still have to pay to use it. So you've just got to accept there might be some bugs until it's actually released officially, or some games don't even get released officially. It's a good game. I just wish it wasn't too serious, or there was two different modes, so you could play a serious mode or a not so serious mode. Right, so let's get going then. So here we go. So I'm just going to continue. I think the audio is loud enough. Let me just turn up a bit. So there's me. Let's continue. So bearing in mind this is working Nvidia GeForce Now over Wi-Fi. So hopefully it will be good. I don't normally play GeForce Now over Wi-Fi unless I'm actually in my living room where the Wi-Fi is. So let's see how it works, but hopefully it will be okay. So it's a fictional city called Brighton, although there is a city in the UK called Brighton. I used to live there, and there's one in the US, I'm sure, as well. Well, this is a fictional city, and I've opened up these different areas, so I'll just go into this one. You can select your shift, so I think you just click on it, from my understanding. And you have to click on there. No, it's not letting me do that one for some reason. Am I going crazy? No partner assigned for multiplayer options. Oh, here we go. All right, Chester. So, and then here you've got Chester. So I've clicked on Chester and it tells you a little description of the area. So Chester is the green heart of melting pot. With its two parks, it is a popular place for families to have picnics and spend a sunny day with their loved ones. The park is more than just a green spot in the middle of melting pot. Teens and young people also like to visit the park for its sports and courts. Basketball in particular is a popular sport among Brighton residents. It is played all over the city. Well, I think I'll be doing something about that. Okay, so this is a foot patrol at night, and you've got your shift duration, so you can change the shift duration there if you want as well. So I'll put it on high because I don't know how long we'll be playing for. And bearing in mind my Chromebook is not plugged into any power, so it may go out. Okay, so let's start shift. I haven't played it for a few weeks, so I'll have to try and remember the controls. So I don't know if it was that easy to remember. It took me ages to learn how to access the car before. So when you first start playing the game, so the controls are more, I'm using my mouse to look around, and then I'm using a WADS, typical controls from a game to walk around. So when you first start, you have to go on foot patrol, but I've been promoted a little bit now, so I can now go into a car. So this is a night shift.
Recently, we've been receiving a lot of complaints about cars driving too fast. Maybe you can pay special attention to speeders?
Right, so they want me to deal with speeders. Actually, I think I am on foot today. I can't see any car for me. Let me turn up the brightness a bit. I'm a bit aware that the it's not plugged in.
Support. Who's available?
Right, so this I'm still not that great. So if I press Z, accept support,
I'll take care of it.
I think because they haven't given me a car, I'm gonna have to run there. Right, what's this guy up to here? He looks up to no good. Forget that. I'm going to check what this guy's up to. Right, and the game is done, so you've got to be a bit. This is why it's a bit serious, which is fine. But if you ask for too much stuff, you will get pulled up on it. So I need to. I wouldn't be able to search it because it's not really fair, but I could ask for ID, perhaps.
Let me see your ID, please.
Sure, officer. Here you go.
And then you can check the ID there, so you've got the date of birth. So it looks like him. And you could search them, so I am going to search him. You shouldn't really search someone. I haven't got any reason to search him. He's done nothing wrong, but I'll search him. Just to make sure. Happy. Have to continue, and I'm going to let him go, and
You can leave now. Have a great day.
I will definitely get pulled up on that. But it's quite funny. I do like doing things like there's this person who witnessed a robbery, but the person who I was chasing got away. So to avoid being humiliated, I just blamed someone close and just said it was them and arrested them. But it didn't work out in the end. I think I got sacked for that. But it is quite a good game. You can do parking offences as well, so you can check out things like to make sure their car. I wish it was a daytime shift because you could see a bit better. But you can see the graphics are great considering this is on Wi-Fi. There's no problems, and it's just amazing you can play these games on your Chromebook or Chromebox with Nvidia GeForce Now. I'd definitely recommend using Nvidia GeForce Now over any other method at the moment to play games on a Chromebook. And there's so many different games, and this game I brought from Steam, and it does Ubisoft games as well, and they make some great games as well. So I'd definitely recommend giving it a try. So this is a little park here, so I'm just going to watch out for anyone up to no good. And if I remember correctly, I do have access to weapons, but I can't remember now how you get them out. Which is quite annoying. Oh, there we go. What's that? Oh, that's a speed camera. What's this woman doing in the... What's he done?
Would you please show me your
Is it
ID?
a woman? Actually, it's a woman.
Yes,
Oh no,
officer.
it's a man.
There you go.
This person seems very confident, so it gives you little tips up here, so I'm going to let him go. I don't think he's
you're
done
free to
anything
go.
wrong.
Enjoy your day.
It's quite a busy park at night.
Excuse me, officer. Please, officer. I'm trying to find Sam's kitchen. Can you tell me where it is?
Sam's kitchen.
Sure. Let me check the map for the nearby one.
I don't think I have a clue where it is, but I'll check my map. So if you've not seen it before, you're not going to know where to send them. So Sam's kitchen, I don't think I know where that is, but you know what? I'm just going to send her off in the wrong direction just to get rid of her. So there we go, just send her there.
That's not very clear. I think I'll ask someone else.
Whatever. So she's not very happy with my response there. There's not much action at the moment, but I have just only played the game a couple of times. You do sometimes see some action, so let's see how I get my weapons out again. Oh, I don't know what I've done there. Close that. Right, so that's the speed camera. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a taser I've got in my hand there. So I could taser someone, but I should really have a reason, or I could just do it with no reason at all.
Freeze! Show me your hands!
I think I'm going to get sacked for that, maybe. But I have only tasered him. So, being that I've tasered him, I'm going to have to do
I'd
him
like
for
to see
something
your
now,
ID,
I think.
please.
Here, officer.
I think I better let him go because I shouldn't have
You're good
tasered
to
him, I
go.
don't think.
Bye.
Just checking it out. So here you can see there's been reports. So if I press I for information, and that will give me my reports here of what I've done so far. So unjustified stun gun discharge, so I've got minus points. So if you get too many minus points, you get sacked. So you physically hurt a person without any cause for suspicion. This is considered
You're
a
taking
violent
too long to
act
arrive at
against
the
a human
accident
being
site. We had to send
and
out another
counts as
unit to take
police
care of it.
brutality. So that's not good, is it? I think they've all. Oh no, this one was quite good. Your suspicion was strong enough to ask for the person's ID. I think that's the person we met at the beginning, who was just standing around. So yes, you can see your reports as well, but they're not happy. They're still waiting for me to go to that initial thing that I accepted, but there's no way I'm going there unless I can find where I am. Let's have a look on the map. So I'm not even too sure. That's what I mean. It is a work in progress game. It's not always that clear where you're supposed to go. The cars are quite good. A tad hard to control, but they're quite good. The car I had, they gave me a new car, and by the time I got it back to the station, it was
Hello,
absolutely
officer.
wrecked. You're supposed to say hello to people when they say hello, but if you don't do it too quick, it doesn't really say it back. That's something that's a bit of a bug. So he said hello, so I'll just let him go. But what I do find it quite funny where I don't know if this is just says something about me as a person, but I do like just doing silly things and just arresting people for no reason. But it's good when you see someone break the law and arrest them, but you don't see it often. I think it's because I've chose the location. I think this is a quite a nice part of town, and there's rougher parts of town. But if I just carry on walking around, hopefully I'll see someone up to no good. But you can do anything. So if I see a car parked incorrectly, or if it's parked in a no parking zone, for example. So this here is a tow zone. No stopping at any time. So this person shouldn't be parked here. So I'm going to give him a parking ticket, and it's a special parking zone. And it's a no parking zone. So you've got all these different options you can choose. So on this one, it's a no parking zone. So I'm going to give him a ticket, and then I'm going to call the tow truck as well.
I've got a car here that needs towing. Can you send a record to my current location?
Bit harsh. I could have just gave him a ticket, but
Sure. The wrecker is en route to your
as far as I'm
location.
concerned, it is definitely a tow zone. So we've told them that there's no parking here. So I'll just wait for the tow truck to turn up. Make sure they do what they need to do. Oh, there's the police station. I haven't gone very far, have I? Just realised that. There we go, here's the tow truck. So I'll just leave them to deal with it. So, good. Now, you have your taser, but you also have your speedometer as well, so you could just check people out for speed. It tells you how fast they're going. In the night, you're generally okay. It's best to do this by highways, and then people are more likely speeding, and you can give them a ticket as well. But it checks how fast they're going. So that's pretty cool. And then you've got your taser, or if you want to get really serious, but you get sacked on the spot if you use your gun. So if you shoot someone for no reason whatsoever, I guess quite rightly so, they sack you. No, this is a camera. So you use the camera if there's a road traffic accident, but because I'm not in a car, I wouldn't be dealing with any road traffic accidents. But when you get to road traffic accidents, they're quite good because different people tell you different stories.
This is Patrol
And you have to
4562. I'll
listen
look
to
for the
them all,
suspect.
do some photos of the crash scene, give them all their crime reports, and decide which one's telling the truth and which one's not. So it is quite good. For being in its early access, I'm sure it'll get better. I'm sure this woman here He's just having a nice casual sit down at night, but I'm going to treat her like a proper criminal now. Just to show you that you can.
I need to see your ID, please.
Sure, officer. Here you go.
Support required. Any officers available?
So I'm going to search her. So they are asking me to support them, but I'm not doing it on foot. It's no good. Right, so I've not found anything, but I am going to issue her a violation.
This is Patrol
I'm going to
4561.
say
I'll look after
she
the
was
accident.
drinking in public. And I could give her a verbal warning if I'm being nice, or I could just ticket her. I'm just going to ticket her, I'm not
You're being
nice.
charged and ticketed for up to $300 for drinking in public.
So much money for such a little infraction.
Right, because of that lippiness, I'm just going to handcuff her. I'm going to say that she's got narcotics, or that she was fleeing. Because if I say she's got narcotics, if I can't find any, that's going to come back on me anyway. So I'm going to say she was fleeing.
I have to arrest you for trying to escape from a law enforcement officer.
I feel pretty bad. All
no,
she was doing was sitting
don't.
down.
Please, officer.
Any officers available? We need assistance.
Oh, maybe I'll just leave her actually. No, I'm going to...
I need backup to take a subject into custody.
Understood. The closest available unit will be dispatched to your location.
I'll manage
The
it.
suspect has been spotted close to your current
Right,
location.
so
Keep your eyes open, officer.
I'm going to leave her, and what will happen is they'll come and pick her up. And I am actually now going to be looking out for this. We're after Vidania Wilson, age 23. So there's the police van there, you can see, Brighton Police, and they just come and pick her up. I feel pretty bad. She's not done nothing wrong, but there we go.
Hi. I'm here to take your suspect into custody.
Good,
Please,
you deal with that.
do not resist,
And I'll deal
and
with
come
this.
with me to the patrol car.
I have
Suspect.
to.
So I'm looking for a woman with a bit of a long hairdo by the looks of it. I'm not the best cop in the world. I wouldn't be very happy bumping into myself at night. That's not her. She's got blonde hair by the looks of it. But it's good when you spot an area, like you spot different places, when people ask you directions, then you can show them where to go. So it is all well thought out the way it's done. The things I find a bit hard, like they've asked me to look for this woman, but then how on earth do I know where she is? There is this indicator at the top which suggests she's not far, she's 290 meters away, but I do struggle with that a little bit. Maybe it just takes time to get used to it. See, so I've just found Burger Heaven. So anyone in the future asks me where Burger Heaven is, I can show them where it is. And all of them good interactions get you promoted. I'd never get promoted because I've just arrested someone for just sitting down at night. Yeah, so, oh, there we go. Someone's done something here. I'm going to try and find this Vidania Wilson so I can actually arrest someone who's doing something wrong. See, it seems a bit slow at times, this game, but I think it's much better if you've got a car or a vehicle. See, so it's got there 220, so we are getting closer. But it would be good if it showed you on the map. Oh, it does there. Which one's me? Is that me? Ah, so if I can, there we go. So, okay. So I've set a waypoint. See, as you can see, I haven't played this game that well. I think the waypoints, I think they only really work in a car. Because it's still not showing me where to go. And I'm still not really clear. But yeah, I am quite impressed that the graphics is really good. There's no problem at all, considering this is just using Wi-Fi. And although this Chromebook is Wi-Fi 6, I don't believe my router, well actually it might because it's a brand new router. It might be a Wi-Fi 6, I'm not too sure. If it's Wi-Fi 6 that makes sense because that is a lot more stable. He's just littered. Right, I'm going to get him. I think it was him.
Please show me your ID.
Sure, officer. Here you go.
So there's certain things you should do. You should always ask for their ID, and it is his ID, you can tell. I can smell alcohol. There's nothing wrong with drinking when you're walking. If he was driving, I'd definitely arrest him. But he did definitely litter. So I'm going to do him for littering. And I think he's drinking in public, and that's what he's dropped. So I'm going to do him for that. And I'm going to give him a ticket.
You're being ticketed and fined for up to $300 for drinking in public.
My lawyer will take care of it.
And I'm also going to issue him a ticket for littering.
You will be fined for littering, which will cost you $25.
Oh, come on! That's so much money!
And I'm just going to let him go now. I need to find
It's
this other
fine.
woman.
Have a nice day.
So we'll now see if what I've done with him was correct. So if we press I for details and see if I messed up. So justified, your suspicion was strong enough to ask for the person's ID. Unjustified, ticket for drinking in public. You ticketed a person for the wrong reason. Police officers should know their cause of suspicion and issue the correct ticket. But I was justified in getting him for littering, so it cancels it out. So I've got that was justified. So I've got 10, 15 points -5 for unjustified drinking in public. So I've got 10 in total. So not too bad on that one. Okay, so let's go back and try and find this Vidania Wilson. And I think this game may be really good if you just get to understand the controls a bit more. Like, I forgot how you run, for example, and it's just something I need to learn again. And that's the only thing with keyboard controls, unless you're used to them. See, I think I'm going away from her now, yeah. But yeah, it's quite a good game. Someone's done something there. That gives you a hint that someone's broken the law there, which is good. It's this person here. I don't know what they said he did though.
Excuse me, officer. Could you help me out, please?
I don't know what he did. I'm just going to match
You're
him
detained
with the
because you match a
description.
description in the police computer.
And this is supposed to be me?
I think I've definitely messed up with this guy. I think I better let him go.
All right, you're free to go. Enjoy your day.
So again, I've got a -2 on that one. Just if you have a look, tells you why. Detainment for having an open warrant. You detained a person without reason or suspicion. As a Brighton officer, you cannot stop people without grounds. So, assistance. I'm going to accept this one. I lost the
I'll
last one.
manage it.
Let's go to the map, see what it's saying. Yeah, see, I'm not too sure. But as you can see, I think I've given you a slight look at the game, how it works. It's good when you're driving. I just really want to show you that you can play some really good games on ChromeOS now.
Hi.
And it's Nvidia GeForce Now. It's really good. You've got loads of Steam games you can use, loads of Ubisoft games you can use. It's working really well. It is Wi-Fi 6. My router may also be Wi-Fi 6. I've not looked into it, but it's pretty good. So there's no Ethernet connection, and I'm not in the same room. So it's all pretty good. It's quite impressive. I would definitely consider using Nvidia GeForce Now if you have a Chromebook, and you don't necessarily need a powerful Chromebook. I am using an Asus CX5, which is a powerful Chromebook, but you can do this on a not so powerful Chromebook because all the power is done in the cloud. So I'd definitely give it a go. But I hope you liked this video. If you did, please like and subscribe to the channel for future videos, and thanks for watching.